So, if you've been thinking of getting into VR for 2026, this is the video for you. With deals coming up just around the corner with Christmas, if you've been thinking that, you might be wanting to get into it, short answer I'd say is, yeah, go for it. So my journey with VR, sort of started with Beat Saber. I had this old, what's called the Oculus Rift CV1, and I was given it, a good long time ago, and to be honest, I had it just sitting in my closet for years, and I didn't really paid much attention to it, never really used it at all. And it came across my feed every now and again, people playing Beat Saber on YouTube, and I was like, yeah, that was cool, and put it in the hindbrain and got on with life as you normally do. And it wasn't until one time, as you get a little bit older, you start having a little bit trouble with your weight. And I looked at some of these videos again of people playing, and I looked at it and I was like, actually, these people are pretty fit, they're pretty slim. And I was wondering, is this a good way of losing some weight? So it was Christmas time, actually last year, and I decided to go for it. I decided to drop some money on it, and I would say it's not a regretful purchase at all. There's something about VR, something special, and sort of still new and novel every time I use it. Even though it's been around for some time, every time I put it on, it's like, yeah, this is cool. For months when I first got it, I basically just played Beat Saber, and that was the only thing I played. It was actually surprising how long I actually just played it without playing anything else. Pistol Whip was the next game I tried, and again, these games are actually really old, back from I think 2017, but they still hold up really, really well. Pistol Whip, wow, I think that is, and probably still is, like the best workout I've found in VR so far, with the ducking and the diving while shooting what you can. Nothing has really felt close to it for me yet, but I stand to be corrected. So if we're talking about the uses of the Quest for, say, work, general browsing, or watching movies, I think that's still pretty limited. Limited really by the comfort of wearing the thing. Some people have like fancy head straps, which they claim they can use it for, like 10, 12 hours, which boggles me. I myself just still use the standard stock strap, with the head, with a beanie, and actually I find that's comfortable. The battery lasts about 2 to 3 hours, and I'm fine with that, because I find even around about an hour in, I'm ready for something else anyway. I'll say the couple best things about using a VR headset for exercise is really almost like a time warp. Time just passes so quickly. So if you're looking at getting in 30 minutes of exercise, it just goes really, really quickly, as opposed to, say, running on a treadmill or, doing something else like that. And before you know it, you've got your exercise in for the day. And also, because it's Android based, if you need to pause, it's really just as simple as taking the headset off and putting it back on, and you're right back where you're into. Now, with the new Steam frame coming out, that looks exciting. Thank you so much, Valve, for putting out some excellent stuff. The question will be, is the Quest free or the Steam frame still a good purchase? I don't regret my purchase at all, and it will really depend on the price of how that sort of looks out. It's always a hard question whether to wait till it comes out, especially if you're looking for something for Christmas. It's actually really interesting how much in VR there is hardware development. So, over the past 2 or 3 months, I feel like there's been quite a plethora of headsets that have sort of been new. We've got the Samsung XR, which has come out. Previously there was the Play for Dream. There's all these cool headsets which are out, and even despite the market size not being as big as other consoles, I'd say the rate of production seems to be way more. So for now, I think the Quest 3 is still a great buy. There's always going to be things coming out. There's especially anybody who has custom built a PC before. Sometimes you just have to draw a line in the sand and go for the piece of equipment right now. Especially when you're looking at like graphics cards or something like that. Within 6 months, it's already outdated. I think I use my headset around about 30 minutes to an hour each day. It's my excuse for exercise. I mean, we spend so much time wasting on looking at screens, Netflix, doom scrolling. I think this fits a great bill because at least if you're wasting time, you're getting some health benefits for it. And I remember after the first couple of months of using it, I got some comments from people. Just people said, hey, you look fitter, and that was really, really good for my ego. It was nice to receive those compliments. Well, so has this made you feel more like purchasing a VR headset? Let us know. Thanks for watching. So my channel is really about my VR journey and things I've enjoyed. So if you like that sort of thing, please go check out some more. Thanks again for watching.